Hello and good evening. Hope you are all enjoying the game. We are into the first minute of stoppage time. So I'm just going to wait for these last 2 minutes. And then, what are you doing? So we got, this is my special guest today, my little one, isn't it? Yeah? No. So United now, just passing it around the midfield at the minute. Great layoffs there from Mason to Bruno. Bruno's cut back inside, edge of the box. Left foot shot, straight at the goalie. Right, Casper. You want to shout out? There you go. You can have a shout out to Casper. There we go. So United cruising at the minute. We're on 47 minutes and 5 seconds. Jay Hart, hello, Princess. Your butler treating you all right. I'm treating you all right, aren't I? Yeah?
Are there comments?
Comments, yeah. 2 good finishes, said Red Devil. Do you know, I'm very impressed with Martial's movement today. Such a contrast to the last game against Spurs. But, you know, it blatantly goes by the teams that United are playing against. But I'm the triangles in the midfield between Pogba, Matic, and Bruno, I think have been absolutely superb at the minute. Told Ross Martial's not meant to run around like a headless chicken. He needs to wait for the key pass into the box and he'll find that space to score. I think the first finish, Jay Hart, was absolutely fantastic. Rashford out on that right hand side of the box, lashing it across, and the reaction, the instinct to just get past your man at the front post and get your foot on it to guide it in was absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant. But man and a half for me. Don't know what you guys think, but man and a half for me has been Matic. I think he's absolutely been solid as a rock, anchoring that midfield. I think he's won all his duels. I don't think he's misplaced a pass. United on the count. That was handball, was it? No, he's blown up for half time. So it's half time. Manchester United 2-0 up. Goals on the 7th minute by Martial, and I think it was the 43rd by Martial. But I think overall, a great performance. I was a little bit worried when Bruno went off for about a couple of minutes. Seems to have done something. He jarred his right knee, I think it was. But I think it's been a great first half. Absolutely great. Red Devil says, when we are in full flow at full pace, we are frightening. Just too many times Maguire, Shaw and Lindelof are too slow. Going side to side, like just get the ball forward, man. Do you know what, Red Devil? Maguire, he hit a great ball out to the right-hand side, probably a good 40, 50-yard pass out to Wan-Bissaka. But it was Wan-Bissaka's like chest control that just let him down. But I think the movement, I think the man that we got to speak about at half time is Rashford. It should be 3-0. He's missed, and I mean, you can't say anything else other than an open goal. I don't think you can give him any defence for missing that at all. I mean, there's no goalie there. The defender was on his right hand side, probably about a yard between them, and he's hit it on his left foot, and it's just gone scoot whiff. If it had gone out for a corner, I think you could probably say great save and tackle, but it didn't. It was a goal kick. So I think Rashford, for me, is getting in the right places. His movement, his speed, trickery on the left, cutting in from the right has been great. His finishing has let him down, though. Mark says, I think Matic has played really well. I do, Mark. Yeah, I think Matic has been the man and a half for me. All right, Kylie. Red Devil says, I agree, Mark's about Matic, superb, dictates the ball and organises, tell people where to be and where to run. That's it. And you know what? He is absolutely tailor-made for this sort of game, because Sheffield United, apart from the first 3-4 minutes, get Kylie on. I can't, because this is literally going to be a 10-minute thing. This is literally just cover half time. I think you might be on with Rodney. I'm not too sure. But I think that the man of Matic has been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The pace, the best front six, which he had to go with, and we're winning. Exactly, George. Yeah, I think, the man of Matic brings a stability. He brings a confidence. Pogba and Bruno know that he is going to be sat in behind. He's not interested in bombing forward and picking up goals. He can go left. He's gone right. I don't think he's lost. I don't think he's misplaced a pass at all. I really don't. I think it took about a good 15, 20 minutes for Bruno to get into his stride. A couple of misplaced passes. His passing wasn't up to scratch. But as the game's gone on, I think Bruno's grown into the game. He's finding that space in front of Sheffield United's back four, the little pockets. Pogba's sitting the deepest out of the two. But if you notice, when Bruno's always on the edge of the box, Pogba's always around there. Pogba's not very far away. And Matic is just in front of that centre circle. So I think having Matic there gives confidence to Bruno and Pogba to go forward. So I think that is an absolute masterclass by Ollie for this game. De Gea has not been troubled at all, which is good. I can only count one shot that Sheffield United have had, which went way over the bar. De Gea's never looked troubled at all. I think, you'd have to say that the centre-back pairing, Maguire and Lindelof, have been solid. They've not had anything to deal with. I think Baldock, though, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's been great as well, bombing out. He has heart, yeah. Him, I'm really impressed with, the level of fitness that Wan-Bissaka and Mason Greenwood have got on that right-hand side. They're both tracking back. Whenever Wan-Bissaka's 2-on-1 down that right-hand side, Mason's always there. He's always there. So I think they've got a good understanding there, a better understanding than Wan-Bissaka and Dan James, if I'm honest. But I think Rashi's forgotten his shooting boots, but Martial is like Denzel Washington, Man on Fire. That's a good movie, that as well. But yeah, I think Rashford, the open goal, there's no excuse. That should be in the net. That should be in the net. And the 1-2 pass on the edge of the box, I think it was Pogba that lifted it over. Was it Jagielka who went to ground? And Rashford, he didn't even get it. He didn't even strike it. He didn't even hit it. So I just think if that's a man with confidence, that's going straight in the back of the net. But just watching the goal back here, the throw-in on the right from Wan-Bissaka, actually into Martial, who miscontrols it. It falls kindly to Rashford, lashes it across the face of goal. And Martial does well there, get in front of his man at the near post and stick it away. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Jess, you're right. George, don't expect that. He still needs to rotate. George and Harty having a thing. My stream is way behind. How is everyone doing? Great, Jessica. Glad you could join for the stream. So the second goal, 44 minutes. Again, Pogba out on the right-hand side on the edge of the box, out to Wan-Bissaka, who cuts inside and then goes outside again. Fires it in low across, I wouldn't say across goal, but just in front of the 6-yard box. And Martial, again, pulls out off his defender, pulls away, right foot placement, absolutely goalkeeper, no chance. I'm very disappointed actually with the ref. I've got to say that Baldock, Sheffield United's right hand side, he's done some really dodgy tackles for me with Luke Shaw down our left hand side, and I think he should have been carded. He's pulled Luke Shaw down a couple of times just to Fellaini in the car. I wish. I think we're going to bring man on Fellaini and say, I wish we could. Casper, I wish we could. Matic did most of the work on the second goal with his drive and run from down the left. Pankos says Martial scored 2 number 9 goals. Yes, Panko's. Yes, he's not looking for it. This is what I try and say about Manchester United number 9. I like a number 9. Oh yeah, that came this morning, Jess. That was from my kids for Father's Day. So
Isn't it?
it's done. Yeah, but yeah, Martial, I love it when a striker, any striker, just stays in the box. They don't come deep looking for the ball. A Manchester United number 9 for me, because I'm old. Just stays in the box. Just stay in the box. There's no need to come looking for it. This is why I didn't get on with Ibrahimovic really so much. Thanks, Pankos. Pankos says you're cute. You got a boyfriend?
No.
No?
Who's that?
Who's that? There's someone on there. They have so much room to make. They do, Jess. Yeah. Martial scored 2 scruffy goals. Do you know what? The first one, Mark, I was just saying, the reaction and the anticipation to get in front at that near post to get his foot on it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And the second goal was a well placed shot. Just get it in as long as it's on target underneath the goalie, then it's fine. Big boy, how you doing, mate? I did watch the stream earlier, mate. Well done, Martial Mascot. It's Ross. It's such a difference, isn't it, from what we saw on against Spurs on Friday? Such a difference. Did kids not get you? No, they didn't. No. I wanted that. So, but yeah, I mean, so far 2-0 up. I don't think there's many complaints, apart from it not being more. I see Marcus more of a achiever. Oh, thanks, Hart. Thank you. But what do you guys think? I mean, do you think it's been a good first half? Any improvements? What can we do? Would you make any changes? I think it was McTominay and Fred warming up, and Martial's second goal as well. What a time to come just before half time. Totally changes. Right, Maxine? Totally changes the Chris Wilder's half time team talk as well. So I do, Sheffield United, they haven't got their best centre back pairings, but George says keep the team the same. I think Martial and Rashford, especially Martial, if he pinpoints Jagielka and just stays on him, I think he's got a great chance of getting his hat trick. Absolutely great chance. Jagielka is so slow. Passing at times has been bad, not bad first half, said Max. Mark says he changed the background. What's the matter with the background? I've got Joker there. I've got Mando there. I've got my Transformers one there. I'm swapping around my pictures every time I do a stream just to see if anyone notices. Need to hope Martial gets his hat trick. If Rashford misses another sitter, bench him. Right then, Hart. So if he misses another one, then who'd you bring on? I suppose you bring on Igalo, will it? Yeah. Might need to make changes 10 minutes into the second half because we don't want injuries. Good point, Max. Good point. I think that water break was badly needed for Sheffield United. They were all over the place. Igalo, yeah. But yeah, I think it's been a great half. I think United have done the business. I must give a bit of a shout out as well to the groundsman, because what they've done with the mosaics in the stand with the fans are absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. They tried to make that stadium as comfortable for the players as possible. I think it's great. I hear it's very warm, so maybe some changes. If Rashi's not on today, bring on Igalo. Happy days. Now, Rashford is on, so hopefully, don't jinx it, George, for fuck's sake, says Res Devil. Igalo will get 3 goals in 3 minutes, says Hart. And why do you have? Because you changed your background for a feature. That's what I said, Mark. I'm trying to do it. I try to change it like every time I do one. Forwards will miss chances. We shouldn't. I missed that pancake. Sorry. We shouldn't be something. This is such a good team lineup. Ollie masterclass. Do you know, that's another thing as well. I think Ollie should get some credit here because, I mean, a lot of us was guilty of it, calling for him to drop De Gea, but he stayed faithful to De Gea. I mean, all right, he's not had nothing to do, but he is in goal. We didn't know if Pogba would start. Would I buy those headphones? They're Turtle Beach, mate. They're just can't Can't think what ones they are. Turtle Beach, P60 or X60, something like that. They weren't expensive. They're only about £30 or £40. Ollie is at the wheel. Love the guy, says Jess. So score predictions then. I went for 2-0. Thanks, Carly. Is my mum watching? What's up? Mum is she's not watching the game, but she's watching Captain America at the minute. She's got a thing for Captain America, so she's having a Marvel thing at the minute. I went for 2-0 scoreline. So get your score predictions in. And I can read them out quickly before the second half kicks off. Since when are you an Arsenal fan? Why do you have David Luiz back there? Joke. Yeah. X60 is at my age. Mark, shh. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Ollie picked the right team, except for one. Would have played Bailly instead of Lindor. Pancard, you know what? I would have done that as well. I've got to say, I would have done that. Red Devils gone for 3-0. Jessica went for 2-1. Loves them six, but she does, mate. She does. I just see they're just showing on Sky here that teams are turning up. Hodgson's just turned up. Liverpool's turned up. So the players are coming out now. So I'm just having a look and see if there's any changes before we end it. So I'm on track for mine. So I did say 2-0 on Twitter. So I'm on track for mine. So Red Devil was 3. Mark's gone 6-0. Pancard has gone 6-0 as well. You two are fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. It ain't going to be that much. I reckon. I think what George said when Ross said 4-0. I think there's a good chance of that at the minute. I don't think it'll be any more than 4. But so far we're on track, aren't we? Because we said 2-0, don't we? Yeah. Red Devil's gone 6 with. I think that's a laughing emoji. Casper's gone 4-1. You see him scoring, do you? I don't see him scoring at all. They haven't done anything. There's no threat from them whatsoever. So Sheffield United are just coming out. Max is sticking with 2-0. Yeah, I think United will sit off now and just get through 45 minutes without any injuries and just see the game out. I think Sheffield United have made a change, I think, unless that bloke has just been playing and not sweated at all. So United's coming out. Luke Shaw, Rashford's out there. Ollie's coming out. Martial's coming out. Pogba's coming out last. Jogging out there. So I don't think anyone's made any changes at all. Maguire. Do you know what? As I was watching the game, Sheffield United and Liverpool have conceded the fewest goals this season via corners. They've only conceded 2. Marcus, please stay and do a watch along for this. I can't, mate. I can't because of this one. But do you know what? Right. So Sheffield United, McBurney and Burge have come on. Let me rewind that. Hang on. Hopefully I'll rewind that. And let's just see who came off. That's some beauty. It's Sky TV, man. Did you see who came off? No? You didn't, did you? All right, come on. Show. Right, yeah. McBurney and whoever that was. Norwood's gone off. Come on, remove the thing. Right, Norwood and Mousset have gone off. So Mousset was their striker, wasn't it? I don't know who the other guy was, but yeah, I think this is game over now. I think United now just get through the 45 minutes with no injuries and see the game out. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Jessica says, great half-time chat. Makes me happy. Thanks. Oh, no worries. Ollie would rather keep the clean sheet for confidence as Red Devil. Yeah, totally agree. We are the only team that scores so far today. Yeah, there was quite a few 6 o'clock games, weren't there? But right, I'm going to shoot off then because we're 20 seconds in. Hope you all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the post-match thing with Rodney. And I shall speak to you all soon, right? So bye. Wave. Bye-bye.